back in 1995, the year BP launched the Teachers of Excellence program, I was working at ARCO as a reservoir engineer. At the time, we were launching a big enhanced oil recovery project at Caparak on the North Slope, one of America's largest oil fields. In 1995, Tony Knowles was in his first full year as Alaska governor, and the state and the oil industry alike were in a situation even more difficult than today, trying to come to grips with the implications of $14 a barrel oil. That was at a time the pipeline was moving more than 1.5 million barrels of oil per day. Today, oil production rate is about a third the level it was in 1995, but we're still investing billions every year to add more barrels to the pipeline and to prepare for the transition to a natural gas project. Through it all, one aspect of our Alaska operations has never wavered: our commitment to education. From funding the largest and one of the longest-standing private scholarship programs in Alaska, the BP Principal Scholarship, to investing in the University of Alaska ANSEP program, to building and operating the BP Energy Center to support education and nonprofit programs, to our ongoing support to the state's universities and much more, BP is firm in our commitment to education. That won't change. We also know that our success and the very future of our state and our society depends on you, on your skills and wisdom, on your innovation and creativity, on your dedication and commitment, on your patience and perseverance. That won't change either.
Hi, my name is Shelly Warsen, and I teach at West Homer Elementary School in Homer, Alaska. I have been a teacher for over 17 years, from grades pre-kindergarten all the way to 5th grade. I decided to become a teacher probably very, very young, and I really wanted to make a difference for kids. I thought perhaps being a doctor would be a great idea, pediatrician. I thought also about law school and working for children's rights. And I realized that a teacher actually does all of those things and also educates them. So a teacher was the career for me at a very, very early age. And the most rewarding aspects of teaching, I always think, are when you can turn a student on to a concept that is very, very difficult for them, or it's been a struggle, and you approach it in a different way, and you know that the student can demonstrate that learning.
My name is Bob Moser. I taught chemistry at Bartlett High School for many years. I also taught for the Cooking the Tribal Council at Bartlett High School. I think one of the things that I like most about it is I'll be walking down the street or in a store, and I'll have a kid come up and say, "Remember me, Mr. Moser?" And I do, and that kind of thing. And you get an email periodically from a kid you had 30 years ago that says you made a difference in their life. And it's basically, I think, that connection with kids. It's not all about knowledge, although that's important. It's about connection with kids. That's one of the things I learned when I was teaching with Cook Inlet in particular, is that you have to develop a relationship with your students, and then they can learn from you. But it's that relationship of kind of trust and care. I think teaching is somewhat of a craft. There are some natural teachers, but many of us, like me, were kind of made into good teachers. And I would say continue to work on your craft. I'm actually still, even though I've been retired for 15 years, I'm helping to facilitate a class with another BP teacher for chemistry teachers to improve their craft and keep working at it. Basically, you can't be stagnant as a teacher. You always have to keep moving, just as the kids do.
Being recognized has really been a thrill to me during my teaching career, not because of the media coverage or the prizes. It's because of what the Teachers of Excellence program represents. It's recognition by those outside of the education community for the hard work that we do. And we sometimes get pats on the back by our bosses and stuff, but this is something different. This is outside of the education realm, and so BP recognition is doubly important to us. It gives us recognition for the challenges that we've taken on and the works that we've done, but it also challenges us to continue doing what we do.
The goal was simply to recognize teachers for their hard work. I mean, teachers, I know that, I'm not going to get into pay or recognition and that sort of thing, remuneration, but teachers were not only teaching, they were raising kids. They were helping where parents weren't available. I mean, they were doing things to help a child get not only through their regular classes, but to help them after class or before school. I mean, they were doing some pretty unique things, and the program was really a goal to recognize teachers, to help to build up their esteem, their recognition in the community. And it started out small, and it has grown over a period of 20 years.
What advice do you guys have for other teachers in the future?
No, they need to know what they're doing, and they have to be patient with their students.
They need to be outgoing, and they have to feel passionate about the subject that they're teaching so that they can make their students that they're teaching feel passionate about the subject also. Some things I love about Ms. Clark are that she makes you feel comfortable when you come in the classroom, and she makes you feel like you've been there forever.
She doesn't just talk about school and her priorities of her job. She'll talk about how your social life is going and what did you do this weekend, which is a good quality to have in a teacher.
It's really nice. She's very open and outspoken towards you, no matter who you are or if you're new.